In this two-parted episode, I'm speaking with Tatjana, originally from Mariupol, the first major Ukrainian city to be besieged and occupied by Russian forces in 2022. Tatjana grew up in a Greek village on the shores of the Sea Azov and went on to work at the now infamous Azovstal steelworks, the plant that would later become a symbol of Ukrainian resistance seen around the world. Tatjana will tell us what it was like to live along the contact line that separated government-controlled Ukraine from the self-proclaimed Donetsk People's Republic, a border that shaped daily life in the region for years before the full-scale invasion. She'll describe how she and her family chose to stay in Mariupol during the first harrowing days of the Russian siege, and how they ultimately made the difficult decision to flee, and finally escaping through Crimea via Russia before eventually finding safety in Estonia.
So you were saying that for supplies, there were any aid convoys? I mean, already in the area where you were living, it was already basically mainly Russia was in charge. So Ukrainians already had to retreat. And so did the Russians supply any aid, or did they somehow help, or they were just, okay, you stay on your own?
I think about 8, but I didn't know because we escaped like in 17th, and then we came back for just like a day to help people, and then went back to the village. So I didn't know for exactly what is going on there. So what we saw, it was just like roads and that's it, like buildings
Mhm.
which were ruined, and like I didn't know the situation in general.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, but of course they helped. They like gave some food, some I don't know, like water, and ability to go to have some shower, to charge their phones.
Mhm.
So something like that. But there were so many lines, like
Mhm.
really big, yeah, and long lines.
Okay.
And I remember that I've had some bread because when we came first to my mom and we saw bread, and it was like, oh my gosh, bread.
Your mother baked.
And she baked, but she also could buy it.
Mm.
And it was so strange, when we
Where?
just escaped from. I don't remember, because like in village it was the not the same situation where what it was in our city, because the soldiers, they just came and that's it, without any fight.
Mhm.
But in Mariupol it was like fight for any building, like for any step, for any meter, like.
Mhm.
So yeah, and of course it was like without any distractions. um they just continue to live their life, but just like an occupied territory, that's it, with many soldiers in it.
Okay. So, but they were occupying soldiers and they did what they did. Did they affect your?
Yeah, they did what they did, so they like they came to some empty houses and they took whatever they wanted. So yeah,
So there was kind of loot. It was looting. They did it. Mm.
that's it.
Okay. So, but at one
But
point,
yeah, what?
continue, please.
I forgot what I was saying.
Okay, you're like me. I also always forget things. But yeah, I mean, so then you were basically you were living in this occupied village and
Yeah, with my mom.
with your mom, and then at one point you decided to leave Mariupol and this region. what was
Uh,
the initial trigger, or what caused this decision? I mean,
so when we come to Mariupol again and again, some people asked us not just to bring them some food or medicine, but to help them to escape. And of course, it was really dangerous
mhm,
to come there anytime because we couldn't come by the same way.
mhm,
So we needed to find another way by, I don't know, like, so it was possible to die there, like on half of the way.
mhm,
And of course, my mom, she asked me again and again not to do it because, like, we, I don't know, like, our lives were like too important as these people lives, but
mhm.
of course to us it
Oh yeah, for
was like,
yourself, of course. You're.
yeah, of course we felt, I'm really happy that we both with my ex-husband felt the same, like,
Mm,
if we have this opportunity, why we shouldn't, like,
mm,
um and of course we didn't think about, like, how to earn money again. So he talked about this after, so people decided what to do, like, with with us, how to say thank you, how to be appreciated,
mm,
like, they it was their decision what
mhm,
to do, to pay us or not, because how you can understand how many like grievance you can pay for people who saved your life, like, it's really something, I don't know, like, understandable.
mm,
So yeah, and once our friend, his best friend, my husband's, he called him, or texted him. So in that time he was living here in Estonia in Haapsalu. So he came here to work,
mhm,
and he called him and said that, my parents, they needed help because they are living now not in Mariupol but like in town near to it, and just in, like, sport, how to say it, this not gym, I don't know, like, in school you have this room,
mm.
like
Yeah, like
sport room.
sports.
Yeah, so yeah, so they're just laying in the floor, on the floor, with many other people, strangers, and just like sleeping like that.
Mm,
So, like, elder people, and he asked us to help them to reach their, like, home, um when his father were growing up, when he was a kid.
mm,
So we did it, and after 2 days his father died
mhm,
because of heart attack. So his mom just stayed alone with her husband's relatives.
mhm.
And it was like 16 or something like that of them in one home, in one
16?
building.
Okay. Mhm,
16, yeah. So, like, parents and grandparents and, like, grandchildren, so, like, many of them.
mhm,
And of course she felt grief, she felt like hopelessness, but she needed help, and we just offered her to help her to go here
mhm.
to Estonia.
To Estonia.
So that was,
So
yeah,
this was
so
so just to help
yeah,
her to come to Estonia, this was the reason why you started your trouble, actually.
yeah, so
So
we've had this conversation.
if it were only you still would have been there, maybe.
Yeah,
Mhm,
maybe, but I felt that I don't like this, like to live with the occupators, like,
mhm,
because I have not a good temper, like, as my mom, as
mhm,
daughter, as mom. So I could have some problems, with my long tongue. So, like, and of course maybe I wouldn't stay there,
mhm,
but I don't know for sure what would happen with me if not this situation, like. And we've had a conversation with my ex-husband about it, like, our mission is incompleted, like, so we need to do this, we must do this. And he just tell me that, like, okay, so we'll do it, and we'll stay there like for a year, and
In
we'll
Estonia.
earn some, to earn some money and to come back.
Mhm.
So at first it was from the beginning for him, like, not to stay anywhere, just in Mariupol, because even before war started, he told me that I want to live here like till the end of my life, because like I love Mariupol and I don't want to go anywhere, like maybe just like a tourist and then come back.
But he was
Yeah.
born and raised in Mariupol, and
Yeah, but I felt that I'm like a bird, like I want to explore the world. And he was like, he wanted to stay there. So yeah.
but finally you said, okay, we have to do the
Yeah.
travel, and but because it was quite an interesting route you were taking, can you tell us more? It was via occupied territories, and
Yeah, so we didn't know will it work or not. So we didn't have like any plan, good prepared plan that if it wouldn't work, what we will do. Like we didn't have like plan B, C, D, just one.
Mhm.
So we sat in our car, we just packed it like full with our packages, with our friend's mom,
Mhm.
and with son of my ex-husband from the first marriage,
Mhm.
because his mom told him that, like I couldn't deal with him. So like he don't want to listen to me. So like, please be a good parent and take him. And I was shocked, of course, like, and we've had a good company, like so strange company. And we just said,
Was
we
four
said
of you.
goodbye. Yeah, four of us. And we've said to my mom, to my grandpa, like goodbye. And our path just started. So,
Mhm.
and I don't know, it was a good idea of my husband to have some cigarettes. So soldiers in each like these blog posts, they asked about cigarettes.
Okay.
And
You could come through without cigarettes, or it was just
of course, it was like a present, how to change their mood, how to be a good friend.
Mhm.
Yeah, so like this, yeah. So it was a psychological tip, like
Mhm. Okay, so not
life
make
hack.
things complicated, just smooth things. Okay.
I don't know, because like it depends on many factors. If they were in a bad mood, like if they had some, I don't know, problems with their health, or I don't know, like many problems could distract them and to make them be more suspicious with us, like to check our documents more, like how to say it, like completely, because they asked, where are you going, why with all these clothes? And we decided, okay, so we will tell them that we are not going from Mariupol to like Estonia, because it's like really unlogical, and they will say to us like, go back. So we decided like we will tell them that we are going from, I don't know, nearest town or village to the nearest town or village, and where we are stopping. So it's like the middle, so between them. That's it. And we did it like with another and another and another cities. So just like that.
But did it feel when you're approaching those road posts? Did you notice most of them were Ukrainians themselves, so separatists, or they were Russian soldiers?
So like nobody of them talked with us in Ukrainian, but we also are Ukrainian who speaks Russian. So, like no signs of.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You heard it from a dialect, so the differences.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. But
No.
you would say that most of them, after they had their cigarettes, they were cooperative and didn't make you any problems.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it helps a lot to like
Mm.
to not to be so, I don't know, like an enemies with them, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Not to be suspicious, not together.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
of course it was a good luck to us.
Mm.
It wasn't something that could work maybe after an hour after that, so it were many factors that helped us. I don't know, like just in a good time, in the right time, in the right place. So we were smiling, and I know that we, for all this time that we passed many this um
Road posts.
blog posts. Yeah, so we become a good psychologist, like how to be empathical, how to feel their mood, how to feel how they need to talk with us, like in which way
Mm-hmm.
to be talkative or to be like uh I don't know, like pretend that we are stupid, like with
Naive,
any
right?
people.
You
Yeah,
play a bit
naive.
naive.
Yeah, like
So,
yeah, so you need to feel it with whom you need to be like ha ha ha, and with whom you need to be serious and not to talk even like hi,
Mhm.
just like okay, goodbye.
Okay.
That's it. And once we were with our friend who didn't know how to act, like, and he talked a lot things that he shouldn't. So
Mm.
we were standing there, and these soldiers, they checked here his documents like twice or third times, and he and we were just like sitting and just, Vlad, please don't talk, please. You shouldn't, because you don't know how. So like just keep quiet. Yeah.
Okay. But regarding the route, I mean, you did not take a very intuitive route straight ahead. You were going via Crimea, the Bridge of
Yeah.
Kerch, or
Yeah. So
by
in one
Moscow.
day, in one day we just left the Ukraine, like officially Ukraine. So yeah, we passed Crimea and we came to Krasnodarsky Krai. So like and we slept already in Russia in our first day. And even if our car wouldn't, I don't know, like, so she tired, like 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. And my husband still was like, okay, I'm just driving, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, like, you need to be tired already. Like,
Mm.
we've had like 14 more than 14 hours of like in the road on our way, so we need to take a rest. And he was like, okay, maybe one more hour. And then our car, this I don't know how to say it, like when you see all these like clocks and some mechanisms that shows us like for how many kilometers we already drive, like this speedometer and other things. So they just didn't show us anything, like just turn off. And I said to him, okay, so it's a sign, we need to stop. Yeah.
Okay. But you were in a hotel, or where did you stay?
Yeah, we find some hostel like near to the road.
To where?
Yeah, to the road.
Oh, to the road. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And then you passed, if I remember right, you were passing by Moscow. You didn't enter Moscow, but you were going straight to St. Petersburg, right?
Yeah. So it was the second day of our trip. It was Easter.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we like celebrate the Easter already in Russia. Yeah, like in a hostel, we were sitting outdoor and with this small, like gas. I don't know, like oven, not oven. So
Okay.
we warmed up, some water
Mm-hmm.
for
Like a
the tea.
samovar? Or
Huh?
like a
No, not
samovar?
samovar. That you
Mm.
have a balloon, like with
Balloon.
gas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like a camping gas.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
butan.
something like that.
Mm,
Yeah. So yeah, and we ate some this kulichi, so bakery,
mm,
with this topping, like marshmallow topping. So yeah,
mm,
and then we've had, yeah, another trip. So yeah, and the whole way it took us like almost a week because we've had some days like to rest. First we've stopped in a city named Ariol, like eagle,
mhm,
and there were living these woman relatives, our friends' mom relatives. So we stayed there for 2 days, and then we stayed in near to Peter, to Saint Petersburg.
mhm,
So there for 3 days, and then already after that we came to Estonia. Yeah,
mm. Ah,
and what was really interesting that on this boarding we've had no, like good, how to say it, conversation and
on
good
the
meeting
border
with
with
on the
Estonia?
border with
Mm,
Estonian. Yeah. So they helped us. They were so friendly, so kind. They helped us to write down some notes about our road trip. And they even didn't check quietly, like our clothes. So they didn't force us to through our, like clothes
mhm.
from the car and then like to check
Or
it.
search
So
it.
it,
Mm,
yeah, so it was like a lone search situation in the Russian border,
mm,
but not in Estonian. Yeah, so we can compare,
mm.
like
Okay. So
this.
when you were going through Russia with your Ukrainian license plate, how people reacted to you? How did you perceive the atmosphere? How did the attitude towards to you?
Of course, there were also some of Ukrainians who did it
Mm,
because it was still like a time when you could do it
mm,
because like there were no laws about this that you need to change it.
mm.
And even on the road we we've heard some sounds, like a car signal.
Morning or
And yeah, and then we understand that it was like there were some Ukrainian cars.
okay. Mm,
Yeah, so they just like told us that we are
mm,
also Ukrainian. Hello.
mm,
Yeah, and it was like,
mm.
yeah, something good.
Right. But Russians themselves, I mean, when you go to a shop or a supermarket, they did not approach you with some negative attitude or even with a positive attitude, maybe. They were neutral.
I don't know, like I didn't. I don't know that they will understand that we are Ukrainians, like
Mm,
because of our clothes or something. But I know that that feeling that I've had when we came to Petersburg, and we wanted to buy some like presents to these relatives where we are going to live with them in their house. So, and I was walking and I felt like I'm a wild person, like I forgot how to act like a normal person with these crowds, like with these noises, and you're just like doing like this. So it was really like strange for me to like to normalize all the things that I've had in my past, and now to start acting like, yeah, it's I like show must go on, like.
All right. So basically, after your road trip, after experiencing this war in your city, so to get acclimatized again to let's say this
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even when we came to Estonia, and so we've had like almost 3 months. They let us to live in a hotel, in a good hotel, so we could just live, eat, and I don't know, like join the spa. But of course, for me, it was really difficult. So I wanted to walk, I wanted to think, and there were so many planes. So they were just flying, and I was like, oh my gosh, it will be, like it will bomb us. Yeah. So I don't know in which year it ended, like this reaction, but it wasn't in the first year for sure. So yeah, it took time.
Right. So do you still follow? You still have friends, relatives, your mother and your grandfather, if I understood right, still living in the region? You staying in contact with them? Do you follow
Yeah.
relatives and friends living in Mariupol? What do they say? They talk a lot about the changes and what's going on, or they keep calm about it? How would you say that things are developing in Mariupol now?
No, I have no one with whom I could talk, or with whom I want to talk about life in Mariupol. So I have just my mom and my grandfather. So and that's it. Like another friends, and I don't know, like whom I knew. So they are already living in Germany or Norway, or I don't know, like somewhere else. So, and I don't like to watch some, like live shows, reels, or something like videos from YouTube about live there. So no. And even I don't want to say like I don't care, but I think it's, it's full of propaganda. And because I know that for me, the war was like this, and for some of my friends who were stayed there at the same time, they have another stories. So they were in safe, they had food, they had anything, and they were not surviving, So like that's the same now. For some people, it's like hell, and for some, it's a good platform to build a business. So like you never know, is it true, or is it like imagination, or is it a good part of propaganda, or what is it?
Would you say that most young people left, and just the elder ones who didn't really find perspectives that stayed?
I don't think so. So like this woman, because of whom I'm here. So she came here to see her son and her daughter, who came here just before her. They already are living in Mariupol.
Again. Moved again.
Yeah, because they felt that even if Estonia helps, like government financially help, like given some apartments and like many another things, but they wanted to go home, as my husband. So yeah, they decided and they came there. So now they're living there with their daughter. So she's learning, I don't know, she's studying like in 11th grade. I don't know, like, so yeah, she
Mm.
will go to the university there,
In
in Russian
Mariupol.
university.
Mm.
Yeah, in Mariupol. So just like that, so for someone, it's a good opportunity.
Mhm.
Someone see some possibilities in it, because like Russian education is not bad. And but I don't like to judge people, because they know better what is good for them. Yeah.
Mm.
And you couldn't feel as they feel, so you couldn't I don't know, think as they think, because they have their own past, they have their own, I don't know, like, um so like
I mean,
their own path.
there
Yeah.
also be
And
family stories, right? And you have family. I mean, it's not about that you support some politics, but it's you have family, and those are the things.
yes,
Those are the chances you have, and this is the chances where you can build up
yes.
on something. Yeah.
Yeah. So like my mom, she was maybe the only one person in our village who was like Ukrainian. Our village will be again a Ukrainian, and I'm waiting for Ukrainian soldiers who can help us to be again a Ukrainian
Mm.
territory. But almost all of our neighbors were laughing of her, like, and it was really hard to stay like positive, to stay patriotic when like you feel that you are the only one surrounded like strangers. Now they are like strangers, like the enemies, because all of them, they just adapt to this situation. They want best life for them, and it doesn't matter if they just like betrayed, you
Mm.
know so she needs to have a Russian passport, because otherwise she couldn't have some money
Mm.
to live this life.
Mm.
So, like, some situations, they forced you to betray yourself to stay alive,
Mm.
even like this.
And
Yeah.
what motivate? I mean, you told me that your ex-husband, he wanted to go back. What was his motivation? Why he wanted to go back to Mariupol?
Like, because of his parents.
Mm.
And I think this was the main reason. And but many of us, like his friends, and we we were trying to talk with him
Mm.
that, like, you could choose any other country, like any other city, to live your life better. Okay, you don't like Estonia.
Mm.
We can agree with it. We can accept it, but like, man, please be like, I don't know, not be stupid. Like, that it's not the better way to grown up your like kid, because like, what is waiting for you there? But he was really like unbreakable in his own mind, like, he decided and that's it.
He's so attached
Yeah.
to the city and to this environment, so he
But
can't.
yeah, but thanks God he couldn't get the Mariupol, so he's living in Belarus. So
Mm.
yeah, and I think he's doing good.
Mm.
I don't know, like, for sure,
Mm.
because we are not talking anymore. Yeah.
All right. You told me that you do not really feel a connection to Ukraine anymore. I mean, when you talk about Mariupol, I mean, it's
Mm.
always been a majority Russian-speaking city. Nowadays, that you or also feel about polarization that they want. So it's I don't know how to say.
that the atmosphere in Ukraine for you speaking Russian is becoming a very negative attitude nowadays, and that you do not really feel that welcome anymore in Ukraine itself. Also, when you hear other Ukrainians speaking around you, can you more elaborate on that? What's going on in your mind towards that?
Um, yeah, I think we've had this problem
Mm.
like even before, and I don't know. I didn't feel like it's a problem, but for Ukrainian speaking people, it was.
Mm.
And now, when the war started, so um, many of them becoming really, like patriots. So, and patriotism, I think it's one of the many, how to say it, like things who could be really like over something, like
Mm.
hyperbolized, like
Mm.
when it's too much, like when it's
Some
not
aggressive,
normal.
even aggressive, no? Maybe?
Yeah, even aggressive, even like when you don't want to think that another person could be also right.
Mm.
So when you don't want to listen another like uh part of the truth,
Mm.
you think that it's just like truth on your side, that's it.
Mm.
So yeah, I've had some like arguings with the Ukrainian people when I was a volunteer in one project here in Tallinn. So they asked me why I'm not speaking Ukrainian, and I was like, I've tried with all my honor, like to tell them that it's not a big deal for me, like because it's native as native language as Ukrainian is. I've learned two of these languages at school, and but I practice a lot in my life Russian.
Mm.
Still, I can speak Ukrainian, but when you are not practice, it's like you're not going to the gym, so your muscles
Mm.
are like I don't know, like fluffy as a
Mm.
jelly. So it's the same, and I don't think that it's like a problem, and it's the reason to hate me,
Mm.
to feel that I'm not like in my country.
Mm.
I am I don't know, like. A victim of propaganda Russian.
Mm.
I don't know, like, something like that. So I've
So,
tried to explain them,
mm.
yes, that I've had some bad situations in my life when I was in Mariupol, and like it wouldn't be better if I could speak Ukrainian.
Mm.
So like it was, something that would help me to survive if I could speak Ukrainian. So it's like it's so stupid to have some fights about
Mm.
language when it's not even the main like topic, now
Mm.
when people died.
Mm.
What's about the language? Okay, if it's your own decision to switch on Ukrainian, okay, but don't force me to do it, because like I like to speak Russians,
Mm.
and I have like some friends from Russia, and I don't feel that they're bad people just because they live there and
Mm.
they still living there, because it's not for about this, like it's not, it's something like similar to be religion, like
Mm.
religious.
Mm.
So you could never go to the church, you could never wear Christ, but you can have it here and here, these beliefs,
Mm.
and to be a good human in any situation, to be kind even with animal, and that's it.
Mm.
That's all what it's about, like.
Mm.
So even to be a patriot is not about like to speak Ukrainian.
So basically, I mean, it's Russian has always been a part of the identity of many Ukrainians in the East. So now it's even that Ukrainians in the West, they try to force their identity on others, right? So
Yeah,
mm,
yeah.
mm,
But like for me, when I feel that some Ukrainians whom I met here, they're too Ukrainian, you know, like,
mm,
so I am too, how to say it, like, uh, um, I'm trying to be really, осторожно, like when you are telling, like, beware, how to say it, like,
cautious or
really
cautious about what
cautious,
you say to
maybe,
people.
yeah.
Mm,
Like, you need to analyze the situation. Could you say this, or you just need to be quiet, you
mm,
know, like, because I don't like to talk about political stuff, about religion stuff, because it's really like
mm.
not a good idea. If
Yeah,
you
it
even
creates.
just like when you want to fight with someone, okay, let's do it. But if
Mm,
you want to be in a normal like
like in a normal conversation, then it's
yeah,
always. I mean, it
so
always everything's controversial. Then you start with that.
yes,
Mm.
yeah, so yeah.
But but now you're in Estonia. I think if I understood you right, also you feel a more free atmosphere, a more liberal atmosphere now than when you think back about Mariupol. Didn't you have some now when you think about in hindsight, when you think about back about Mariupol, your life in Mariupol, that now you think that there was more toxic environment between people, there was less trust about people, and now in Estonia you're more can blossom up. Did I get it right when we talked lastly?
I think it's more toxical would be in Ukraine, like
Mm,
even if in occupation territory for me,
mm,
like a Russian speaking person. So I've had one friend, she's living in Tallinn and she is also from Mariupol. And she told me that she had this trip to Lviv, so it's still Ukrainian territory, and she pretended she can't speak Ukrainian or Russian, so she's like English teacher, so she spoke in English
okay.
because she knew that if she start to speak Russian, because it's too similar to like for her as for me, it's more natural to speak Russian.
Mm,
So if she could speak Russian, then she will have not a good adventure there. So yeah, it's not normal, you know, like when you are going to your native country to feel that
stranger.
you are a stranger,
Mm,
you are not welcome here.
mm,
So yeah, now I feel like I lost my identity, and I've lost this feeling that I can have a place somewhere whom I can like call it home, you
mm.
know. So yeah, and here in Estonia I feel more safely, more free, yeah, because I can speak Russian, I can speak English, and of course some Estonian people, they forced me to speak Estonian because they have this you know, like thoughts that I need to, because I'm living here for 3 years and I need
Mm.
to, yeah, not just to have some sentences in my mind, but like to to express all my feelings.
Is
But
it is
yeah,
it a
it's really
complicated
hard.
language? It's
Uh,
related
yeah,
to
not
Finnish.
easy.
No, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
completely different to English or Russian, right?
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, they are from one group with Finnish.
mm,
But you know, it's again, it's all about practical.
mm,
Like if you don't have it every day, so you have no opportunity to learn it.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
So yeah,
recap.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to come back. I don't want to. I know it for sure, for like 200%. Not because it will be financially difficult, not because it would be difficult for my mental health, because like there would be, and it's already like many people who had their own traumas, you know, like post traumas, depression, anxiety, and many other things. But it would be like suicides, you know, like some violence, like so yeah, it's not a good idea to go there where we're a war. So I want to go somewhere else where, because when I came here to Estonia, I felt that I can explore myself, you know, like my own skills. What can I do? And I felt more free to try these things and another things. I didn't feel it in Ukraine. So yeah.
So yeah, come kind of a conclusion now. So how do you envision your future path in Estonia? Now you're living in a small town, as far as I know, like 10,000 people or something.
Yeah,
Um,
10,000.
where you think the next months, years will lead you, or what you wish to?
Like next month, I will probably stay here. Maybe I will go to Tallinn. I don't know, because I have no work still,
Mm,
full-time job, and it's really tough to have no stable, you know, like in any of your life area, you know, like family, like job, you know, career, like love, anything. So it's really tough. And when you have just like friends, not family here, living abroad, yeah. So be a refugee, living abroad, it's really difficult. But my plans, I don't know, like I want to see myself somewhere where I feel happily, you know, where I can be useful.
mm,
I can still be a volunteer in many projects, in many organizations, and I can have maybe my own I don't know, like cafe or bistro or something like that. Homemade food, you know, like really cozy place where everybody can feel like they're at home, you know, with some candles, armchairs, many plants, and yeah, good jazz, something like that.
yeah.
So about Estonia, I love this country. Here I feel safely. It's really safe place. I can, like a woman, I can like tell you that I can go outside in midnight without any, you know, like to be afraid
Mm.
that someone will do something with me. So
Um,
yeah,
did
and I
you
like
have that feeling in Mariupol too? It's an
yeah, because in Mariupol we've had like 500,000, so like yeah, so it was, yeah, it were like more people, and here it's not like this. So yeah, and I like that here is good nature, and like quite good people, kind and friendly, and this country is good digitalized. So not like Germany, you know, with their post and like bureaucratic systems. So yeah, and but of course, like I want to go somewhere else where it's warm and hot and like perspectives. So yeah, but for now I'm a volunteer, and I will join some projects with the Red Cross, with Order Malta, and I want to help people here while I have some opportunities, and then we'll see
Mm.
where can I go.
So yeah, I thank you very much for sharing. Uh,